G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance with Mags, and when we last left off we were looking for Riki. So after spending a little time looking around the nearby forests, I wasn't able to locate him, so we've come back to the bathhouse to speak with the young lady that Riki was spending a bit of time with, to see whether or not we can actually find out some more clues on where he is. If she'll actually turn around so I can talk to her.
Who's there?
Oh, come on, I'm not allowed in there. Come on, out here. Come on.
What have we here?
There we go.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
Alright, so let's have a little chat about Riki.
What do you want to know?
Okay, so, Hinek's hideout.
I found out that Hinek goes poaching in the woods and he's got a hideout there. What do you know about it? Don't worry. Hinek has much bigger problems than being caught poaching. And you're not involved in it anyway, are you?
No, I'm not. It's true he used to go hunting in the woods sometimes. When he came back, he'd usually come to me. That's all.
How did you know he'd
How
been
did
in
you
the
know
woods?
he'd been to the woods?
He always talked about what he caught, and he never came to me at other times. Probably didn't have the money for it.
That's fair enough.
Do you know who he sold it to?
He never told me straight up. But who could he sell it to? The innkeeper, I reckon. It makes sense.
For sure.
Well, that's one person I need to talk to. Which direction did
Do you
he
know
go
what
to his
route he
hideout?
took? At least the general direction. Anything that could help me find his hideout.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp, because he always brought me freshly chopped firewood, and he had wood chips on his boots.
Good. So at least I know where to
Well,
start.
there's a few of those.
Take care.
There's a couple of woodcutters' camps, actually, so the woodcutters' camp isn't overly useful. But, yeah, nothing. Woodcutters camp in the East Hills. It's interesting I know that. She never mentioned the East, but it's there. Not seeing one. Hamburg would have to be further. No obvious markers for locations. And no woodcutters. Not that I can see. Unless it's behind that cloud. Yeah, it's probably behind the fog of war on that cloud. That's alright. I'll go speak to the innkeeper first and see whether or not he's got something to say about this. Now, thankfully, the inn's just next door. Those two just gambling. Phil's Phoenix, he's named, but he's not important to this one. This is who we're after. Okay.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. I have nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
How do I do this?
About the goods Riki owes you.
What about it?
Well, supposing I settle the account for him and you stop dodging my questions and tell me what I want to know.
I suppose that would be all right.
How much is it?
Before he vanished, I paid him in advance for 5 hares.
Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of hunting.
We can settle things right away. As it happens, I have some game with me.
Let's see it then.
Okay, so apparently I don't have something with me.
Have you got it or not?
No, apparently I don't. In dialogue. Alright, so I need to go rabbit hunting. Now, the quest log mentioned the East Woods. So we might go and have a look up into the east regardless. A road just a little bit further up that we can take off that cuts across the stream that leads into the forest, and yeah, maybe we'll stumble across the place. At the very least, we should be able to find some hares there.
Yeah.
I've really missed playing this, I really have.
Yeah.
Apologies to everybody for not having a video out sooner on this, but school has been keeping me rather busy. But holidays are coming up, so I should be able to knock out more than a few in that time and get this back on track. Yeah, this doesn't look like a bad spot. Small camp, cook pots. No. Don't you run. Gotcha. Okay, so that's one. Wasn't too hard to find. Actually haven't hunted up in here before, so 21 of 60. Jeez. There you are. Haha. Right. More hair pelt, 24. 45 or 60. Alright, one more should do this, I think. Damn it. Need to spend more time with this damn bow. Where the hell did the arrows go? Doesn't matter. What have we got here? This, maybe a hideout? No, it's a chest. You've discovered an interesting site. Lockpick hard. This lock is too difficult. Okay. Okay, so row hunting spot, interesting site. Okay, it seems to be marked on the map. I might have to work on my lockpicking skill a little and, yeah, see if I can get back there. Now, where the bloody hell did that rabbit go? Shit. Come on, I can do that. There we go. And another point in hunting. Thank you, I needed that. Use some points in archery as well, just quietly. And 25. Okay, so I'll take the offal as well. And there should be an arrow. Here it is. Alright. Yeah, I gotta get a better horse. Let's head back to the innkeeper. Yeah, we can just head... Yep. Let's head back to the innkeeper and hand this over and see if he'll give us the location of Ricky's hideout. Okay, so we're back at the innkeeper's now, and we're losing daylight rapidly, and these quests, like everything in Kingdom Come Deliverance, as I understand it, are timed, so we can't afford to stop here.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I've got that game for you.
Splendid. Some of the customers have been asking after it.
Okay, so it delivers 49, and then we want another 11. There we go. And the rest of it I can cook up, so I've got a little bit of a personal
That looks
supply.
pretty good. So, what do you want to know about Inek?
I don't know where his place is, mate.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all. But I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
How do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft in the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Yeah, well, I'm going to probably be doing this in the
Good luck
dark.
to you.
Alright, so let's have a quick look and see what we've got. No real markers or indicators, which is unsurprising. The game doesn't really hold your hand, which is actually kind of good. The main quests are on, so there's nothing popping up for area markers either. Rage would cost to east of Lachenko. The shaft on the left bank of the Sasau River in the woods behind the forge. One mine shaft is in the probably to the east of Lachenko. Alright, so the east mine shaft, a cave somewhere in the hills to the east. I'd say the one on the Sasau River is probably out. Somewhere in the hills and not far from the river. I would say that, yeah, they have to be my two. Let's have a look. So we got this area here that I can't see. Maybe somewhere in there. They got that mine shaft right there. Well, we've got the one marked on the map here. If we take the south road and then follow the river up, we can check that one first, and if it's not it, then I can cut across into the area of the map that's currently still covered. And we should be able to find what we're looking for. It has to be in one of those two areas. Well, that wasn't too difficult to find. Actually, stacked wood. Definitely looks like a place being used by somebody who hunts. What is it clicking? To be fair, they sort of all look like this now. Other? No. God, I'm carrying a lot of shit at the moment. There it is. Torch. Okay. Hello. Oh. We may have found the right spot.
Jesus Christ. What am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you've no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men.
No.
Then who are you?
Alright, so I guess this is Ricky.
I come here in the name of TrackIR Kabila and Sahanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhof stud farm.
Got no idea what you're on about.
Say the
Don't
best.
talk shit to me.
If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you better come clean, alright?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
Fine then.
That Neuhof raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhof. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhof, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy. I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Was. Yeah, who put you in contact? We
Who
might as
got
well
your
pull
two
all
gangs
this out.
together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him
It's a
since.
shame. He's the one I'd
Timmy,
like to
I
speak
reckon,
to.
went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
Okay, so that is my next stop then. Alright, let's talk about Runt's gang.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid.
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Alright, so where is the camp?
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Fair enough.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
Right, so I know who that kid was.
What
We've
happened
spoken
after
to
the
him.
raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, 2 of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion.
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
Okay.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well,
Hey, over here! It's up here. Shh. Jake, Thermaltake. Shut up, you'll hear.
Oh shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Looks like we're in for a fight. Would have rather have done this in
At least they don't
daylight.
know I'm here. The 2 of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ. All right. I suppose you're right.
Okay, let's lose that. What am I using at the moment? A merchant sword. Alright, so I don't need a shield for that one.
Well, I Pig turns up willingly for this.
Shit.
What's the matter? Lost your ball.
Didn't block that right.
Bring it up.
Don't see you,
Cunt! You're dead.
Oh, crap.
You'll get one for. Take that!
Well, they don't seem to be doing a huge amount of damage, despite the fact that they're getting some side slaps in on me here. So the new armor's taking it.
You
Ow.
know how this one ends.
My stamina's a bit of an issue. I still need to work on that.
You made a mistake getting on the wrong
You must have
side.
killed the other ones from behind. Or the one who got satisfied on must have bled to death. Alright, well,
I've got some more questions.
what?
no, I don't really have any more questions.
You're coming with me. Sir Radzig and Sir Hanish will want to hear what you've got to say.
Don't suppose there's any chance you might turn a blind eye.
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know.
You're a bandit.
You can
and a
tell them
thief,
yourself, and leave me here.
a
And in a
highwayman.
few weeks, I'll pack up and clear off.
I'm not going to kill him here and now. No. No. We're doing this right.
Nothing bad. How many people were screaming at Neuhof? Half the stables are burnt down.
I didn't kill no one, and I didn't start no fire neither.
But you had a hand in it, and you wanted to rob them. You could have warned them.
I'm no saint, but surely I don't deserve to hang for that. It was them others.
I don't give a tinker's curse. You were there, you didn't warn anyone, and you helped those murderers, even if it was only for a while. You're going to Ratai with me.
You're condemning me to death. You know that, don't you?
Well, maybe not.
Maybe Sir Hanush will have mercy on you. You've had the devil's own luck so far.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
You better put that weapon away, or you'll be asking for trouble.
Oops. Sorry. I have a sneaking suspicion this has brought me back to Ratai. This is actually not really what I wanted. There was 3 perfectly good corpses loaded up with loot there that I could have got. You at least give me the option on when I'm supposed to leave. Maybe? Yep, this looks like the right one. Okay, so it's the middle of the night. I haven't rested in a while. Best bet at this point is to go find a bed and sleep until morning. And then the mill north of Neuhof seems to be where this Timmy went. We'll have to go speak to him next, because he may have some idea where Runt's camp is. And that's what we want to know. So I am going to go and find myself a bed, and I'm going to call this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching. I will have another Kingdom Come Deliverance video up very, very, very soon, nowhere near like the last gap. Possibly just in another couple of days. And yeah, we'll head over to the mill north of Neuhof and see whether or not we can find Timmy. Till next time, guys, remember to click that like button if you did, share and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and as always, take care.